Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here, and today I'm telling you a story that they found my channel and kind of what happened when my coworkers found my YouTube channel, kind of how they found it and everything like that. It's a pretty interesting story, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to get right into it. So it actually came up in my interview for Best Buy. So basically, I was sitting there, and it was one of their last questions for me. Is like, hey, so on your application, you listed that you do YouTube. What exactly is that? I'm like, oh, you know, at the time, I had like 75,000 subscribers, and I was like, yeah, basically, I just make videos for people, and I teach them things, and I tell stories and stuff like that, and I have about 75,000 subscribers. They're like, wow, that's really, really cool. That's a lot. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty neat. I didn't tell them my channel name or anything like that. It wasn't on my resume or anything like that. And then when it comes to my coworkers, I actually told one coworker about it, and he was basically asking what I do in my spare time, and I'm like, yeah, you know, sometimes I actually like to make YouTube videos. And they're like, what? You know, I've thought about doing that and everything like that, and it'd be really cool. And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's really fun, actually, and this is what I do in my free time. You know, I play video games, and I record, and I just kind of talk to people, and that's what I do in my free time. And they're like, that's really cool. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So also, I filmed the video around my coworkers, and my lead told my manager. So basically, we were going to Seattle for one of our trips. It was actually my second time going to Seattle through Best Buy. It was for like a one-day market training thing, and we all flew out. There was three of us. We flew together. And basically, I was filming a little section of the plane. I was filming, like, walking out toward the plane. It's in one of my videos. It's actually no, it's not in the Week of Life of Ghost. It's in, like, Traveling to Seattle vlog is what it's in. And they're like, what are you filming for? I'm like, yeah, well, I have a YouTube channel. And they're like, oh, God, what's it called? And they kept pestering me. They weren't pestering me that hard, but they were like, what's it called? What do you do? You know, stuff like that. And I'm like, basically, I tell stories and give advice and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, that sounds really cool. What's your channel name? I'm like, yeah, it's really embarrassing. There's a lot of stuff. Watch at your own discretion. This is what I tell people. Guys, if you're going to watch my channel, watch at your own discretion. Video titles, video stuff like that. Very explicit. Watch at your own discretion. I'm not going to, you know, take any of the blame if you watch one of my explicit sex stories or whatever, right? So basically they asked about that and I told them, and then he ended up telling my manager. Now that's not a bad thing, but he ended up saying like, hey, you know, I found out your channel. I really liked it. And then my manager ends up talking to me about it one day. He's like, hey man, I found your channel or whatever, and I watched some of your videos. They're really, really good. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. And then the main reason how most people found out anyway, and this is not a bad thing, basically Japan's Crate is a monthly subscription that I have, and it's a sponsorship kind of deal. Basically, they send me crates, I make videos, and that's how it goes, right? So they send me a ton of crates. They send me the premium crate every single month. Now, guys, I'm trying to be somewhat healthy here. Now, I'm really not healthy at all, but basically, I can't eat all of the candy that they send me every single month or else I'd be super fat, right? So they send me a ton of candy, and I have stockpiles of it for like 3 months, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with all this candy? And I thought about throwing it all away, but I'm like, no, I don't want to throw it all away. You know, it's good candy, right? It's good stuff. So what I decided to do, I brought in 2 heaping grocery bags of Japan Crate candy into work. And so I set them on the break room table, and people just ravaged it, man. People loved it. They're like, oh my God, you know, I heard Tristan brought this in. Where did he get it from? You know, hey bro, what's this from? I heard you brought in the candy. Oh my God, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And it was really, really cool. And everybody was asking me about it that day, and I was really excited. I can't wait to bring them more candy. So yeah, everybody was asking me how I got the Japan Crate and where it came from and why and stuff like that. I'm basically told them about my YouTube channel, and they were asking about it. And so they looked at my channel in the break room with them, and they saw some of my very inappropriate videos. And one of my coworkers commented on them, basically saying that they're just typical 18-year-old videos that, you know, would be typical life of an 18-year-old, right? So yeah, and then one of my coworkers, you know, said, yeah, I watched some of your videos, and oh my God, you know what happened with this story and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, oh God, I got tons of more stories like that, but holy shit. So yeah, guys, this is basically the time that my coworkers found my channel and kind of how they found it. It's pretty funny because they kind of commented on it and gave me shit for it, but it's really, really good stuff. Very positive indeed, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, of course. So guys, really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the like button if you did enjoy. Stay sexy, you beasts. I'm GhostSickness, and I'm out.